Outside the simulation, I don't feel the same. Everything they chase feels like a game. Outside the simulation, I just stay awake while they sleep inside the illusion they create. Outside the simulation.
What is going on, guys? It smells like a skunk outside. Bro, I don't know what it is, but we live next to a bunch of skunks, I guess, because every freaking other night there just smells like a skunk, and it's not weed, that's for sure. Ew. Anywho, come on, Marley. Anyways, guys, another day in the Matrix. We got half moon out today. Nothing too fancy. As you can tell, it's just, okay, maybe you can't tell. What was that? I heard like a weird noise. Hold on, I'm trying to like zoom. Oh, you can't zoom in, I forgot. I'm on the night mode. And for some reason on the night mode of my camera, it doesn't let you zoom in. What are you doing? Come over. Anyways. Today's video is a reminder. Well, obviously, first and foremost, I hope your guys' day or night, whatever, is going lovely. But, I'm here to remind you that you are another video. Made many videos similar to this. A reminder of how we are far more beyond the masks that our mask, right? The identity that we create, the character that we're playing. That's why I always say that if you're infinite, you can rewrite your character. You can be whatever you want. You know, your character that you're playing is not set in stone. Play the part you want to play. For example, the part I'm playing is an artist. I make music. I make videos on expanding your consciousness, you know. That's the part I'm playing. The part I was playing before I woke up was just simply playing video games. A little nerd. I'm still a nerd. And don't get me wrong, I still play video games, but I was simply just playing video games and only that. Just consuming and consuming. Now I'm aware, now I remember that I can play the part that I want to play. It's all up to you, right? It's all up to you. From the moment you were born, the world, sorry, I got a little mucus. The world handed you a character. They started handing you a character to play. You know, a name, a role, a personality, a social identity, and slowly over time, you learned how to perform that identity. You know, that it became you. You learned what made people accept you. You know, what made people reject you. What emotions were safe to express. You know, what version of yourself received approval, and eventually that performance became automatic. That's the ego structure. Not evil, just conditioning what layered over awareness, you know. And the problem is most people never question it. They just identify with it, and that's just me. That's just how it is. You know, they become completely identified with that character. My anxiety is me. My trauma is me. My social image is me. My status is me. But all those things change constantly. And the only thing that is constant is change. Your emotions change, your thoughts change, your beliefs change, your appearance changes, your beliefs, like I just said, they evolve. So if all those things are temporary and changing, what is the part of you witnessing that change? That's the question where awakening begins. Because awareness itself exists beneath the performance. Silent, observing, present. Flowing in when you begin connecting to the deeper awareness that is you. Reality starts feeling a whole lot different. You stop taking every thought so serious, you know, every belief, every emotion. You stop reacting to every emotional wave like it defines your existence, because it doesn't, it never did. And you realize the ego is more like an interface than your full identity. It's useful for navigating human life, but not entirely what you are. That's why meditation feels so strange at first, because for many people, it's the first time they witness the mind instead of being completely consumed by it and attached to it. And once that space disappears, awareness expands. You begin noticing how often people perform unconscious roles. The successful person, quote unquote, the victim, the tough person, the spiritual person, the people pleaser, the rebel. All these identities, endless masks. But beneath every mask, there is consciousness itself, awareness itself. That's why awakening often feels like remembering instead of learning, because it's always been. You're remembering, because deep down, some parts of you always knew you were more than the character, the identity, than the character you're playing. More than the labels, more than the thoughts, more than the beliefs, more than the emotions, more than the survival identity built by the ego. And the deeper you reconnect to that awareness that you truly are, the less trapped you're going to feel inside the performance. Because eventually, you realize you're not just the role being played, rather, you are the awareness watching the entire play unfold. Because like I said before, and I'll say it again, you're both director and actor in your movie. That's why you can change the script. You don't like how it's going, play a different part. For a while, I didn't like how my reality was going. That was just doing the same shit every day, expecting shit to change. So what did I do? I chose different. I'm playing a different role. I'm playing the version of Josh that makes videos and makes music and that is a creator, that is in tune with himself and reality. So it all comes down to awareness and strengthening the awareness that you are. And how you do that is breath work. Meditating, bringing the awareness to the mind, to the body, to the breath, to the heart. And the more you do that, the more your awareness raises. Even doing things that you love doing that bring you the excitement, all those things raise your awareness, bring you more to the present moment. And the more present you are, the more in alignment you're going to feel to yourself, and less attached to the thoughts that we think on a day-to-day basis. Like, we may have thoughts, but we're not the thoughts. Again, we are the observer observing it. And once you remember that, reality is going to feel more flowy for you. And more fun, too. Because, there's less resistance when you're having fun. It's crazy because a lot of us defend an identity that was never really you. This is just who I am. I have ADHD, it's just whatever. When the whole time, you just believed that was you. You forgot that you were more. That's why I'm telling you, bro. Once you remember that you're more, and you've always been more, you're not gonna let these identities and beliefs that you have define you. What are you eating? Literally, bro, it's nothing but wood chips. What are you eating? Come on, buddy. Yeah. Like a horse. Yeah. Anyways, guys. it's all part of the process, you know? We're remembering that we're more. That's what matters. You're remembering. A lot of people are still on autopilot, you know? Believing what they're told without questioning it, you know? Their parents say that they have a problem. Oh, I have a problem. There's something wrong with me, because that's what I'm told. No. You're thinking for yourself. You're thinking, well, where do these beliefs of mine come from? Do I really believe it, or was this just passed down to me? Because you have a choice to believe it and let it be your reality or not. That's how powerful we are as consciousness, as creators. So yeah. It's like a constant game of remembering and forgetting and remembering. And your job is to not forget. Stay aware. Stay present. And you got this. Don't identify. Don't attach. Just be aware. It's so cool once you get to a place of pure awareness, because it's like when things happen, you could choose to let them affect you or not. Just let them blow away like leaves in the wind. Does this have a hold on me? Nah, because I don't choose for it to be. You know? You have the power. I love you guys. Namaste, lady. I'm off for the next 3 days, so I'm gonna make some vlogs out and about. I love you. Namaste.
Broken signal in my mind, trying to heal but I rewind. Every memory I hide, still alive. Broken signal in my chest. I don't run from the stress. I just learned to cut.